Hello Earth, welcome to episode 35 of season 4 of Making Cell, a series of videos where I record myself designing and implementing a programming environment called Cell. If you're just tuning in for the first time, I recommend you go check out the official page of the project at github.com/autocolonel/cell. Link is in the description. So last session I was working with Claude. I kept on going a bit more and it just added 80 lines. Every time a test failed, it added between 10 and 30 more lines, and I said, okay, no, that's it. I cannot stomach it. You can actually see the diff I actually removed here. It was a pretty big diff, and there were some interesting ideas there, but no. No. I cannot stomach it yet. Like, I mean, if it went fast and it did it moderately well, sure, and I know if I keep on trying and asking to do it, it will probably eventually get it right. But no, I still feel like I need to do this myself a bit more. But I'm having my doubts, so there's a beginning of a change here. But look, it's only about, if I remove the comments, it's about 1,000 lines, and there's a lot already here. So it's no. Let's just think it a bit through, a bit more, and see if it still makes sense to work lower level. I'm starting to think working with agents is the new high-level programming. I will actually write a short article about it. Well, I don't know if short for my standards, I guess, about this soon. And I'm as shocked as the next one, because I thought the next high-level language would be something like Cell, not not an AI agent that receives instruction in natural language. So I'm still figuring out, what to do about it, and if that's the case or not, and what are the implications. For now, let's have fun thinking this through with the help of AI, but not in an agentic way, where basically I just give things to the AI and then the AI solves the problem. I actually want to solve this problem. The problem is picking up the dependencies. So the last session we had some interesting ideas here. So put the definitions, the chains in the definition. I think what's clear here is that I need good test cases. So I think, so I had this thought, or actually, which is I think is the original thought I had, which is rather than looking at the definition statically, when you start expanding things, just make them, append them again to wherever you need to append them. So here you have put if mod int is really the message. Let me see if I can find something about this, but no, I don't need to find anything really. I need to think harder, that's it. I shouldn't get distracted with finding anything. And I understand the concept of topological sorting is if B1 depends on A1, when A1 changes, change B1, and with something that A1 depends on, change A1 first and then change B1. That's it. Don't think anything else. think about how you can make the list. If we had the list, then I think it will be pretty straightforward, right? Yeah, I even wrote it down. Why is this so tricky? What am I not really getting here? The static way is wrong. It was a cop-out. Only think of call prefixes. Definitions don't depend on anything unless you're referring to a definition. Alias would be this was. That would be an interesting test to make. Okay, remove all the changes from Claude. Tests. It will be C put this, and I will do alias +1, and then the result would be yeah, that makes perfect sense actually. That's pretty interesting actually. It's actually nicer than I even think. Because it's just basically referencing the definition when I do it. It's fantastic actually. Oh, I'm doing it the wrong place. Sure. Yeah, I can just do this. By 2. Where's this 2 coming from? Nice. I'm not sure if the alias would work. if I do something like this, yeah, it breaks. Interesting. Maybe it's an issue with the test. Oh, interesting. Maybe we should try 955. Sure. What are you doing in 955? Of course, silly. That's gonna be a huge thing, right? How can message be undefined? That's just silly. Yeah, this one is wrong. Nice. I was missing this, right? What's the issue here? I can spot the difference because I can't. This one at +1. A good one, actually. Yeah, I had forgotten that. And then you have +1. What's the difference? The indentation of plus. Why is the indentation? It's because I'm being very silly, that's why. Yeah, the alias one didn't work. It did not work. I guess I could do it like this in one, right? So it's a bit. This has to work. Why doesn't it find the definition? I think it's because yeah, here. So it tries with alias. Where's the alias? It's interesting, it's like not finding an alias at all, right? I was trying to do alias. Ah, yeah. Yeah, this is has to be improved. So what we're going to do is this. You can just basically slide over the equals. How many equals you need to slide? Equals will be I would go basically from the end. Reverse is destructive, yes, I think so, right? Yeah. So so basically this all the equals. How did I get rid of the equals here? I had to iterate, right? No, I just filter them out. Many times. How many times? How many times? It would be equals length minus 1. No, actually it would be, there's one equal. When would you have one equal? Yeah, sure. Hmm. It's so tricky, this code. It's a bit dirty too. and do equal count here. Concats equal count return 1. If it's only 1, then it's just a reference to something else, so you won't find anything there. If it's 2 equals, then at the yeah. But this is silly. I can just do it with a single equal, right? I guess if it's an alias of an alias, it will be in the next to last. Yeah, so if there's 3 equals, I want to add 2, right? There's 2, I want to add 1. To repeat no repeating an array, it's making an array of n. Yeah. I think I had this problem, right? Oh, it does work. Nice. Yep. I guess it's short to say this, right? It worked. Can't believe it. So the alias, no way, it didn't work because what was the test trying to do? So look at this. Equal, right? Never. You're kidding me. I think it's all, the only difficult parts are really these sequences. The rest should be straightforward. Yeah, look at this. Ah, because they're not at the end, silly. They're at the beginning. I don't know why I broke that. I have no idea. It has to do with the equals, of course. But why is this 2 if the depth here is 0? Yeah. What would be depth? Yeah. This is one of the previous one. Nice, look at this. We can do this. So I don't need to do that. It's already I think we almost have it here. Okay, there's an issue with data tanks. Silly goose. Let's just use array. Interesting. The definition of a sequence for some reason it's empty. Why? Because I have to do this thing here. Where else do I use the value path in this case? I have to respect it. definition path will be equal to nice, it worked. Or not? No, it didn't work. Even summing stuff. Well, this really gave me interesting failure modes. But look where the definition is being, the expansion is being placed. It's completely crazy. It's so interesting. Yeah, that's perfect. Why are you putting this thing here? Kind of something like this. So I can definitely fix it later, and everything else is still working. Why is it broken? What is going on? So I would like to go to cell do. Yeah, so you're gonna go out. And now it's not putting the definition again. I guess I'm getting everything right. Yes, eliminate the mysteries. Just keep on making friends with this. But why? When I'm putting a get here, opa, 11. Okay, this is doing the right thing. Why is it not here at all? So we just look at the puts. Where's this coming from? Or is there just a column from a sequence? That's the issue. Let's just do one more last song and we'll call it night. Why am I not using the column here, the dot? That's an error. Right? Same with wipe. I didn't use it because I was expecting it to be when because the expansion is set. Okay, so the question is why the expansion is removed. That's the issue. So this one gets placed, then something removes it. Yeah, there's something eager that is removing the result, and it's just wiping it. But the wiping should be on the equal, not on the colon. Now let's do this. Calling an alias. The expansion gets removed somehow. I'm going to do some thinking on, although we got much better at this, basically writing the expansions in for data and looking at them. Instead, I can even go further to look at the data flows in cell, almost in cell, the data flows of cell in cell. And these two really go on the top, right? It's a page, more or less, a bit more than a page. It feels eternal at this point, honestly. Maybe the two should be on top of the below the nodes. And the sequence is placed on a column at the top. So these two, first fix this, which is fine because it has to work. You have to be able to make a reference of a sequence and still call it. Of course it should work. And that's the only weird case I can think of sliding through equals, because it's all in the sequences, the difficulty. Reference we already have, and conditional we have, and the rest is just building on top of that. That's it. I'm cheating because I'm making the language so small. And then yes, this thing. Come up with a really good call prefix logic, and when things change, just all bets are off. But properly. In the lack of results, you compute, and otherwise you just keep on going. I need really good tools. I really need really good choose to see the data flows inside, so respond put we're getting there. Thank you for watching.